this is gonna be really short because I haven't seen the first Wall Street, so I don't have that much to compare to. Wall Street 2 was okay. It I don't know, it was like the trailers made it seem like it was gonna be a really intense like thriller, but in the end it was kind of just like a laid back kind of just like it wasn't really that intense because like a lot of the moments in the film were just like a lot of moments where it was supposed to be intense kind of just came out as and really it comes down to the plot. Like the plot is Gordon Gekko, like the villain of the first film, he gets released from jail and he had some sort of like change of character. He had a face turn and now he's the hero, which kind of like the trailers kind of misled it that he got out of jail, and even though he claims that he's a good guy now, he's still a bad guy, which was what I thought. So he's a good guy now, and he's gonna help Shia LaBeouf because Shia LaBeouf says he wants revenge on a guy who led his mentor to commit suicide because he did a deal which pissed off his mentor, which messed up his mind. So he wants revenge. And while at the same time, Shia LaBeouf is dating his daughter Winnie. And Winnie, who spends the entire movie just hating her father, like every single scene she's in, she's like, I hate my father. He went to jail for money thingy and he led to my brother's death and blah blah blah. It's just that's her whole role. And really the movie is just like uh the movie I get lost because I'm not into economics, so I don't really know what they're talking about most of the time, but basically they revolved it around the current economic crisis where like a bunch of businesses are failing because the stock market crashed. And I honestly don't know what they're talking about most of the time, but I get what they are talking about sometimes. Like they're buying stock, they're selling stock, they're making money. I can follow it, and basically when it comes down to it, it's just Shia LaBeouf trying to one up the guy he's trying to one up, and he I think it's Bredin his name I forgot, but he teams up with him to get close to him. Then he breaks away. Then he relies on Gecko for financial advice because Gordon Gecko has become a financial guru apparently. Like he goes around the country giving financial advice, and yeah, it's just like there's not much plot to it, I guess, because it doesn't really stem away from Shia LaBeouf trying to one up a guy. That's the movie. I mean, there's sometimes like Gordon Gekko trying to reconcile with his daughter, but in the end, the movie was kind of just well, a thriller. Yeah, I didn't really like the ending. The ending was a little too happy for this kind of movie. Like, you kind of don't believe they would just become a happy family and live happily ever after. It doesn't really make sense. So, what I'm trying to say is this movie was just okay. It's just okay. Could have been better. I like Charlie Sheen in there though. Like I didn't see that coming. And apparently he was in the first film. Like I never saw the first film, so I wouldn't know. And it was a cool cameo. You know, he still looks cool. He doesn't look as old as Michael Douglas, but who cares? He was still in there. But since he was in the first film, I thought it would be a little longer. Like each character would interact with each other more, but it was just a little cameo. So yeah.